Okay, Apex Legends tier list for me. Uh, we'll start at the bottom. Can I move these people?
Yeah, you just gotta click on them and then drag them up.
Okay, so the worst is obviously Valk in D tier. Because she sucks. When she flies, she's just a floating target, and her tactical is weak, and her ultimate is a death trap. But she could see people when she's dropping, so that's why she's not E tier. And then the other D tier is the tryhard Wraith, because her tactical is so bad. Everybody says it's so good at getting away, but anytime someone uses that, I just follow them and then kill them. And every time I use it, I get killed because it's so slow. And her ultimate is decent, but it could also be used against you, because if you try to use it to get away, then people could just go through and kill you. So I don't like her. I don't get it. Let's see here. What's next? C tier people. Jayden's laughing at me. C tier. Okay, we got some C tiers. Why can't I read that? Oh, shit. Okay. What's going on here? Shit. Okay, C tier. We got Watson. I love Watson, but she needs her pylon put back. What was it, season 3?
What do you mean? How it lasted forever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was season 3.
Yeah. Give that back. Make her useful. Give her back her shit. Other than that, her fences aren't the greatest defense. Other C tier. Revenant. Because I don't know. I'm just not that good with him. His climbing's cool. His silence is okay. I mean, it doesn't really do much. And the death protection, I don't know. Lately, I just use it and then get killed instantly. So maybe I'm just bad. I am just bad. Let's see. The other C tier is Mirage. Again, I like Mirage. He's cool. And sometimes you could bamboozle people, and he's good for like getting away. But lately, I've been trying to use his ultimate, and people just automatically know who I am, so I just get lasered and dead. So it doesn't seem to be helping much. All right. Freaking B tier. Stop laughing at me. We have everyone's favorite character, Seer. They say he's like the best at seeing people. I disagree. His ultimate sucks. You could just crouch and not be seen, and you could blow it up super easy because it's just sitting there. And they nerfed his tactical, so it's not that good. And his sight thing, what is that? His passive?
Yeah, his heartbeat sensor.
Yeah, it's not as good. I used it right before. I was just getting used to it right before they nerfed it, and it was really tight. And now it's like not as good and kind of useless. It still works, but he's still decent. That's why he's B tier. Okay. Oh yeah, Pathfinder. He's B tier. Jayden's looking at me. He's mad because that's his favorite. But Pathfinder's good. People are really good with him when they're really good at his grapple. That's his best thing. I don't think his ultimate, his zip lines are the greatest. They're good for getting you somewhere to like post up, but they're not good for getting away or pushing on teams because you're really exposed. And he has no passive, so give him a passive and he'll be better. Where are my other Bs? Oh, of course. Bangalore. She's always B tier. She'll never get out of B tier. She'll never drop lower than B tier. She's like your average person. And her smoke sucks. Because everyone has digi threats now and everyone can see through smoke, so smoke's stupid. Okay. I got a lot of B tiers. Caustic's B tier. He's decent. He's better than Watson, so that's why he's B tier, because his stuff's just better. I mean, that's about it. Okay, the other B tiers, Loba. She's good. You know, you could get good gear sometimes in the beginning with her ultimate, and you get lots of ammo, which is nice. You're not running out of ammo, and you could shield swap with it. And her bracelet's okay. So she's alright. And then there's Horizon. But she's B plus because she's pretty good. She's almost A tier. I just feel like her lift isn't that good. Like it's not even close to Octane's jump pad. And Pathfinder's grapple's better for an individual person, but for a group, her lift's better. And her ultimate's pretty good. Right? They're shaking their head at me. Okay. On to the A tiers. We're going to start at the lowest A tier, which would be oh, Fusey buddy. Fusey, bro. He's super fun. You could just lob grenades at everybody and blow them the fuck up. You got knuckle clusters, and you could use them for like a whole bunch of situations. Like if you weaken someone and they try to run, just knuckle cluster them. If someone's pushing on you and you don't want them to, knuckle cluster them. If you want to get away, knuckle cluster. You need to heal somebody or res somebody, knuckle cluster. Somebody's camping in a building, knuckle cluster. It's great. His ultimate still isn't that great though. It kind of sucks, but it works a little bit better. Also, I noticed, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, if you throw a knuckle cluster where you want or a grenade and then use his ultimate right after, it'll go right where you just threw it. So that's nice. You don't have to like re-aim. That's what I do. Okay, let's see. A tier. Yep. Rampage. Rampart. She uses the Rampage. Rampart. She's A tier because, especially this season, because they gave the new Rampart weapon, and she gets that buff for LMGs, and they made the what is it? The no, the no L Star. They buffed the L Star, and like not only like for regular games, but in arenas. If this was arenas list, she's S tier, easy. She's the best person in arenas. She's the easiest to like wipe whole squads. Just get an LMG and just fucking shoot everybody. And her ultimate's tight too, as long as it's situational, but it's super fun to use. Okay. A tier. Gibby. He's good. He's got all the good stuff. Dome shield, raining down destruction, faster res in the dome shield. He's good. He's good everywhere. But he's fat and easy to hit, but he's still good. And then the last A tier is the Blue Funda. Oh, he ended up there. He really wants to be there, but he's not. He's down here. The Blue Funda for the slaughter. He's good, man. You can see where people are. You get your beast of the hunt and run all fast and crazy and just be using the tactical over and over. And the kids are making fun of me. He's good, man. What?
Beast of the hunt.
Beast of the hunt. He's good. Everybody likes Bloodhound. Everybody likes the way he talks too. He, she, whatever. The way it talks. I don't know. Okay. Obviously, we're in S tier. You can see my 3 badass S tiers down here, and everybody knows the Octane is S tier because he's just the funnest movement character there is. You got launch pads and stems, and you just go freaking crazy all over the map. And your teammates can sometimes keep up, but mostly they can't. So wait for your teammates before you go rushing in with your Octane. And his jump pads are good for everybody on your team. So that's good. And my opinion, the best recon character is Crypto, because he could do so much with his drone. He could grab banners, he could respawn people with just a click, survey beacons just a click. He doesn't even have to be there. He could grab your banners, he could EMP and destroy everybody's stuff. That includes like all these other people's, everybody's shit. They're posted up, EMP, destroy it all. And that's another good thing. If you find a team, get in your thing, go in, EMP your other teammates, push on them, you follow up, get some scraps there. He's the best. And you can also tell if people are in the area too. You scan the banners. So he does like all sorts of good shit, just people don't know how to play him. But if you do, S tier. And last but not least is Lifeline. She's the best. Everyone knows it. She gets a care package with all the dope shit in it. She could res 2 people at the same time and still fight. And she has a heal drone to get everyone back. She's the best legend in the game. Everybody knows it.
So what's like the best squad?
The best squad, in my opinion, just pick those S tiers. Everyone be them. But you can mix it up if you want some defense. You could put Gibby in there if you want to have some fun with some knuckle clusters or the Blue Funda. Just as long as you're not dipping into C and D tier. Those people are trash. So, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, so the first legend up is Bangalore. Jordan.
Okay. Bangalore. I say B tier.
B tier. Okay. What's your thought process on Bangalore?
I think Bangalore is a solid legend, but like sometimes her smoke is really annoying, and it can be a disadvantage sometimes.
Yeah.
But a good player can use the smoke to an advantage, but most players won't be able to do that.
Yeah.
And her passive's really good. It's a really good passive. And her ultimate is pretty good too. So I just say B tier.
Okay.
Kinda.
Next legend up is Bloodhound.
Bloodhound. I don't think he's as strong anymore with the addition of Seer. What'd you say? I don't think he's as strong anymore with the addition of Seer, but I still think he's like an S tier, just a lower S tier, low S tier.
Okay. You got anything else to say about Bloodhound?
Bloodhound his scans are really, really good. and his ultimate's also good too. The fact that his ultimate increases the time for decreases the time for the scan, so you can know where your opponents are at all times, is pretty good too. Oh yeah, his tracking things, that's pretty useful too. But I think just he doesn't compare to Seer.
Yeah, okay. Next legend is Caustic.
Caustic. That's a weird one. I think Caustic would be B tier. Still
Okay.
got that supply drop. Or yeah, like low B tier.
Okay.
Because I feel like Caustic, he can be good sometimes, but it's just, he's more of like an annoying type player. It's just an annoying character more than anything.
Yeah.
A good thing about him is how big he is, so he takes less damage, but there's a lot of cool things you can do with him, like the trapping people in different places, like in King's Canyon, in the bunker and stuff.
Yeah.
The main thing about him is really just that it's harder for people to see through the gas again. Like, your teammates too, right? You can't, it's harder for them to see in the gas too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's similar to Bangalore, but just he's not as strong as Bangalore, so I just say like a lower B, high C maybe.
Okay. Next up is Crypto.
Crypto's weird because he's so different compared to all the other legends in Apex. I think Crypto is like a mid B tier.
Mid B tier, okay.
Yeah.
What was Bangalore? Was she like a mid or high B tier?
She was like a high B tier.
Okay.
Yeah. So Crypto, he was cool. I like how you can just put your drone there, like out there, so when enemies get into the field of vision of it, you can just see them for a long time. And I like the EMP. That's pretty cool. It can be a good way to start a push against an enemy team, like in ranked and stuff too.
Yeah.
The ability to respawn your teammates without having to be there is really, really good. Like, that's a really good thing. So that might bring it, like, that's gonna make it higher than Caustic and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think Crypto's is mid B.
Okay. Next legend up is Fuse, old Fusey boy.
Fuse got better with the new update, but I say C tier.
Okay.
He's a high C tier though.
Yeah, okay.
His knuckle cluster can be useful sometimes. Just trapping people kinda, like either get hit by the knuckle cluster or face the enemy types of situation. That happens a lot to me. The ring of fire thing, it's good how you can see the enemy in red through the fire now. That was a good addition.
Yeah.
You can, the double grenade, that's also useful. But I feel like his kit is too much focused about grenades and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's not bad, but it's not my playstyle. Like, I don't use grenades that much. When I think of Apex, I think mainly of like movement. Like, I can't think of the word for it.
Abilities?
Like transitions, I guess.
Oh yeah.
And ways to escape and ways. Just to, I guess, yeah. Those
Pretty
three
much.
are pretty good.
It's pretty
So
much just like
movement's pretty
movement.
high.
Yeah. Okay.
So I say Fuse is a high C.
Okay. The next legend up is Gibby.
Okay. Gibby's a different situation. I know how I just said how I think of Apex as a really fast-paced game and stuff, and how all that stuff. I still pick Gibby as A tier.
A tier?
High A tier.
Okay.
He's just very versatile.
Yeah.
Like, his dome shield is super good. If you feel like you're about to die or you're pretty weak, you can just throw down the dome shield. If you're out in the open with no cover, dome shield. An aerial attack, dome shield. Just, there's so many things you can do. Even the revive in the dome shield. What's it called? The
Gun shield?
HP for Gibby is so insane.
Yeah.
There's the gun shield and then the actual body points and the reduced damage. That's super good too. So I think Gibby's high A tier.
Okay. Okay. Next legend up is Horizon.
Horizon.
Yep.
She also got better with the new update. So I think she is above Crypto, definitely above Crypto, but I don't know if she's above Bangalore. I think she's above Bangalore, like she's a little bit above Bangalore, not by much. That's just because her gravity lift, it's a lot faster now that you can go up it and stuff like that. Her black hole is really, really good because you can just suck enemies to a certain area. And combined with Fuse, you can use the grenades and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or just any other person, like, it just sucks them into the middle, so you can just shoot them. And it can, like, disorientate enemies for a bit and can make them lose focus of you. And so you can just get a free kill, free team squad wipe thingy.
Yeah.
Her ability to not get stunned when falling is so good. Like, when you're being respawned, no stutter. So you can't get shot if there's a team pushing you while you getting respawned, and then you fall all the way down just to stop there for like 5 seconds and just get beamed. So that's really good. You can just slide down, like you hit the floor and slide, and it's easier for you to get loot there. Let's say you're in World's Edge and you're at like one of the tall buildings. You can hop down and you won't take any stutter damage to me, and you won't be as able to be hit as much. So I say Horizon's a high B tier, maybe low A, but high B.
Okay, yeah. Next legend is Lifeline.
I think Lifeline's in between Bangalore and Crypto.
Okay.
That's because her ability to revive somebody at the same time as being able to shoot people is so good. Her passive, well, that's her passive. Her life drone is good too, so you don't have to carry as much like syringes and stuff like that. It opens up more inventory space.
Yeah.
What her care package, her main ability.
Yeah, care package.
As Macro said, we've as a community outgrown the care package.
Yeah.
So I think they need to rework her ultimate ability because it's just not good anymore.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool if there's like it was similar to Watson's thing, where like when you stand in it, you get healed, and you get healed health and stuff, and then if you get knocked, you have the ability to revive yourself in it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought about that once.
Okay.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, okay. Next legend up is Aloba.
Loba. Loba is, I don't know, because she's very loot based. That's good, I guess, because you need loot in order to be
Survive.
able to push fights and do stuff more early and get good games and stuff. Because you're not gonna push teams with a Mozambique in P2020.
Yeah.
You need better guns. So, I think Loba would be below Crypto.
Okay.
Yeah, below Crypto.
Okay.
She's not bad, but her ring, I wish it was like I wish it was faster, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Her ability to see like purple and gold things through walls is pretty good though too.
Yeah.
And her black market's really good.
Yeah.
So she's not a bad legend, but not the best.
Yeah. Okay. The next legend up is Mirage.
Mirage. I say I say C tier.
Okay.
C tier because Mirage, he doesn't really do too much for the team.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Crypto and Loba. Like, Loba, she has the black market, so it's loot for her teammates and pretty much a bunch of ammo most of the time. And then Crypto, you can be respawned without, it's just a safer respawn. But with Mirage, the only thing going for him is the invisible revive. But even after that, the team can just find you when you're one shot, just kill you.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's not as good as Lifeline's thing, her passive.
Her revive.
And I think the bamboozles are pretty obvious, but in like intense situations, you might think that the decoy is the Mirage. So I guess that's like a situation, but a lot of the time we can pretty much notice if it's a decoy or not.
Yeah.
But there are some crazy plays with Mirage, like with any character.
Yeah. Okay, the next legend is Octane.
S tier.
Okay.
S tier. This is because of how. Okay, let's talk about his passive. His passive is so good. It goes well with his tactical. It's like how with Lifeline you don't have to carry as many heals for flesh. It opens up your inventory space, and then it's good for when you get away and you can heal shields, and then your health will start to go up. And then his tactical is good too because it's a really short cooldown, and it's just good. It's good for getting away from enemies, for pushing to enemies you've weakened. It's just versatile. And then the jump pad is so good. It's good for your team pushes, team escapes, getting to rat spots, it's very versatile. It's very good. He's an S tier legend.
Okay. The next legend is Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. I think he's A tier.
Yeah.
But I think he's below Gibby.
Yeah.
Because of the fact of his passive. His passive isn't good. It's not good at all.
Yeah.
Because sure you get his ultimate when you use the thing, but his ultimate comes pretty fast anyway, so it won't matter. It doesn't matter that much.
Yeah.
So I think if they gave him a different passive, like I don't know, just a different passive that was better, other than him ziplining faster on his own ziplines and stuff. I think he'd be a lot better, and he could be like a above Gibby type thing, but he's still a really good legend. Like, it's Timmy and Zilbrad, they use him, and they're really good with him. So yeah, I think he's a good A tier legend.
Yeah.
If he had a better passive, then it'd be like S tier borderline.
Yeah. Okay. Next legend is Rampart.
I don't know, that's tricky. Because I think she's in C tier.
C tier?
Yeah, C tier. I think C tier B, but like, I don't know, I feel like I'm doing Fuse dirty. Because Fuse isn't that bad, but he's just... Yeah, I think Rampart is a little bit below Fuse, actually.
Okay, but above
That's
Mirage?
Just...
Above Mirage?
Yeah, above Mirage.
Okay.
So, I think... I say this because her walls, they're good, but like, they they take too long to be built, and I wish they were thrown. Like
you
a
could
lot of
throw.
other things in the game.
Yeah.
It's like the one item that's not thrown.
Yeah.
Because then it'd be a lot better because you'd be able to throw it to like your teammate and help them out. And you wouldn't have to walk up to them and place it, and you guys both getting damaged. You could throw it, and boom, cover.
Yeah.
Her LMG passive is pretty good. It's really good, pretty good. Especially with the Spitfire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sheila. She's good, but like you need to have very specific situations. Well, not like, because here's what I feel like when you use Sheila, but when you put her down, the moment to have used her is gone. I feel like that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh yeah, it's like in Overwatch with the tank guy, where he turns into the minigun thingy or whatever tank thingy, and then it's just like there's not a lot of people around. But I guess it just takes some coordination to see when it's good to use it and when it's not. So
yeah,
I guess it just depends on the player. But yeah, that's Rampart.
Okay, the next legend is Revenant.
Revenant. I say A tier, below Pathfinder.
Okay.
I say this because his tactical is just so good. It's so good. It can stop Octanes from getting away with the team. It can stop Pathfinders from grappling away. It can stop Gibbies from pinning down a Dome Shield. It can stop Wraiths from avoiding away. It's just so versatile. And his special, his ultimate totem thingy, it's good too, especially paired with a good legend with transportation and stuff. You can just get free damage in and possibly a wipe because it's just that good.
Yeah.
It's good for ranked too with the right team, like a set team. Let's see. Oh yeah, his passive, his crouch walking passive. That can mess people up if you are strafing back and forth while crouching. That's a good way to mess people up and win more fights. So he's an A tier legend.
Yeah. Okay. The next legend is Seer.
Tier, S tier.
Okay.
S tier. I'm not sure if he's higher than Octane. I think Seer is okay. Well, he got nerfed where his thing doesn't do damage anymore, but I think he is higher than. That's a hard one. Seer or Octane? I think that Seer's just slightly below Octane, not by much, but just a little bit.
Is he above Bloodhound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seer is just super good. His tactical is really good. Like imagine using a Phoenix kit and being on like the last few seconds, and then a Seer comes rolling up with his tactical, and you have to restart the Phoenix kit.
Yeah.
It also cancels like the tacticals and stuff like that, the special abilities.
Yeah.
It used to do damage, but that's not anymore. His ultimate ability is good too because you can just scope out the area. Oh yeah, his passive. I mean, his tactical is also good because you get to see the enemy player's health, and that can dictate whether or not you want to push into attack and fight the squad or not.
Yeah.
His passive's good. I mean, not passive. The ultimate's good because you can see where people are at all times, so there's no flanks. Well, there's no flanks that you notice anyway. It's just really good for knowing your surroundings.
Yeah.
And then there's his passive, which is pretty much assist for his tactical to help him use his tactical more precisely.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's just a S tier legend.
Okay. The next legend is Valk.
Wow. I say she's a balanced legend. She's a really balanced legend. I say A tier.
She like
But A tier below. No, I think she's the highest A tier.
really?
Wait, who was the top of A tier again?
Gibby.
Gibby? Oh, never mind.
So she is.
I think she's the lowest A tier. I was thinking of B tier. Sorry.
Okay.
She's the lowest A tier.
Okay.
So she's really good for making. Okay, let me first start with the passive. Passive's good because it goes well with her ultimate, and for dropping to like say it's a POI that has a bunch of people, or it doesn't have a bunch of people, but this time there's a bunch of people, and it's really easy to see where they're going, and just anywhere you drop, it's good to see where the other people are going. The tactical is good because it's you can't shoot during it. Well, that's not. Yeah, it's good balanced wise. It's balanced wise. It's good. You can get good positioning with it, and you can do some pretty cool plays like the under the map play, which can also be done with Octane's jump pad. Let's see. Her ultimate. Her ultimate's really good. It's good for like pretty far distance rotations. It's what it's really good at. Let's say the zone's coming. That'd be good use. There's a really tough fight, and you're probably not gonna make it. Just use Valkyrie's ult. It's very versatile, and it's pretty good. She's a pretty good character, solid A tier.
Okay, the next legend is Watson.
This is tricky. No, because Watson, her passive on paper is good, but in reality, in the game, her shield regeneration, it goes so slow. I feel like it doesn't go fast enough. It should be similar to like Octane's. I don't know if that'd be too overpowered, but I feel like it should be similar to Octane's. I think her fences should be like, I don't know, I feel like there should be more versatile instead of just straight lines and zigzags. Like, I feel like they should be able to be like curved and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like obscure shapes.
Okay.
Her ultimate is really good. She's a solid legend. I say above Loba.
Okay. So B tier?
Yep.
Okay. And that leaves us with our last legend, Wraith.
Okay. This one's a tricky one because I'm partially a Wraith main, so I may or may not have some bias. But I think she's a A tier or S tier, but I think maybe A tier.
Is she like behind Gibby or Pathfinder or Revenant?
Above Revenant, above. I think she is above. Above Revenant and Pathfinder, barely Pathfinder.
Yeah.
So pretty much below Gibby.
Yeah.
Barely. She's just really good. The ability to not take damage and have the ability to run faster at the same time is just so good. Like, if you're good at not being hit while you're in that slow 2-year queue thingy to activate it, if you're able to not get hit and you're really good at it, then Wraith would be very good for you because you can just get out of the tricky situations and retreat to cover. Her portal's also pretty good. I just wish it lasted a bit longer.
Yeah.
I think but at least you don't take damage while going through it. So like for I don't know, for Pathfinder's grapple, you can get shot pretty easily since it's just a straight line. But with Portal, you can't take damage. But then a disadvantage of that is again the how you have to travel to the thing.
Yeah.
But with a combination of like Octane, you can do a really good transition and it won't be costly at all.
Yeah.
So, the Voices into the Void or whatever her passive is called, it's pretty good. Sometimes it'll tell you things like, oh, Watson trapped, or oh, caustic trap, or just a trap of some sort.
Yeah.
Sniper, you're being sniped, you're being watched, you're being aimed at. Those are useful too. But then there's obvious ones like there's been bodies around when you're looking at a death box.
Yeah.
She's pretty good, but I think definitely A tier, but I'm not sure. I think it would be I think it'd be above Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Just because Pathfinder's passive is just so weak compared to others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then that's it.
Okay.
Any final, words?
Octane's the best legend.
What's the best squad?
Made.
What's the best squad?
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know. There'd have to be a variety. Maybe Wraith, Octane, and Revenant.
Okay.
Because I've thought about it. What if you have all of their ultimates ready? So you have Revenant's ult. You put it down. You put the Octane's launchpad down, and then you have Wraith use the portal, and you can create a portal back to the thingy. Wait, no. That doesn't make sense. Never mind. You don't need Wraith in that.
Yeah.
Because the tombstone thing doesn't come back. Already brings you back.
Would you want to trade Wraith out for a Gibby or a Lifeline?
Yeah. I think a Gibby.
Yeah. Okay. Is that gonna be it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, hashtag kunai and butterfly knife are best heirloom.
Okay. And that's it. Today we're doing a tier list. Today we're going to be doing a tier list of Apex Legends. So first we have Bangalore, which I say is a C tier, because their smoke is useless and her ultimate is just Gibraltar's but worse. Next we have Bloodhound, which I think is an A tier, because the scan can go really far and it shows you where they are, and it's just really good. Next we have Caustic, who is he's in B tier, because his gas is really annoying. It slows you down, and I think can't he see through you? And he could also see you through it, and his ultimate is also just really good. Crypto, he is a really good scanner next to Bloodhound, but I think he's a better scanner, so he's gonna go ahead of Bloodhound. Fuse, he's a B tier because he's fun to play. He's a good like person that messes stuff up, messes the other team up. Then you have Gibby. I never play Gibby because I'm terrible with him, so he's like a C tier for me. I'm just like really bad. Horizon is a C tier. Her gravity lift just reveals you and you're just a target. And her ultimate is kind of useless. Everyone can just get away from it really easily. Lifeline is an A tier. I don't know. I don't know. Loba, A tier. Mirage, B tier. He's pretty good for escaping, and the revives are really good. Octane, S tier. He's fun to play. And he regens his health, which is really fast. Pathfinder would be an A tier. His grapple is really useful. His ziplines are also pretty useful. His passive, actually, he's more like a B plus. He's a B plus because if he had a better tactical, then he'd be passive. Rampart, C tier. Actually, she's D tier. I hate Rampart. Revenant, he is he's a B tier. His silence is really annoying and it messes. You can't use any of your abilities to escape or fight. So, and his death totem is really good for just pushing and third partying. Seer is A tier. He is really good. His tactical that reveals people if you hit them, then it's really nice to see. His ultimate is okay, you just need to find a good place to put it, like behind cover or something. And his tactical, the heartbeat sensor, is really nice to have. Valk, A tier. Actually no, she's B tier because her flying thing I like using, but in battle that's really useless because you go too slow. And her tactical I always miss. And her ultimate it's just like a worse balloon jump tower. And then Watson, C tier. Her fences aren't that good. You could just break them really easily. Her ultimate just runs out and it just helps you put down more fences and regens your shields. And Wraith, I really like Wraith. I think she's an S tier. Her phase is really useful to get away. You just gotta know how to play her and how to use her phase correctly. Because a lot of people put, not a lot, but some people put Wraith really down low because they don't know how to use her phase or her portal.
Okay, is there any what's the best squad in your opinion?
It'd be Wraith, Octane, and Lifeline or like a Mirage or a Crypto.
Like a wild card.
It'd be like Octane, a Wraith, or a healer to heal you if you guys get knocked, and then a tracker for just finding the people and then killing them.
Okay. Any final words at all?
Seer's overrated. Goodbye.
Okay, everybody, this is gonna be my tier list. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, Bangalore. Bangalore, honestly, I'd say Bangalore's a B tier legend. She's honestly, in my opinion, pretty good. She's like a average. She's like the baseline. Like everyone below Bangalore is below average. Everyone above Bangalore is above average, pretty much. Bangalore's just like the center line. Her passive is, in my opinion, really great because just it's really nice because for escaping. It can be really hard to hit a very quick moving Bangalore. Her smoke, honestly, if you use it right, can be very strong. It makes pushes very easy because you can't get shot at while pushing if you smoke the team, and it's just great cover. Her ultimate is also amazing cover, and recently I've actually been hurting people a lot with it. So yeah, Bangalore is like a B tier. Bloodhound. Good old Bloodhound. Bloodhound is gonna be an A tier. Pretty high up on A tier because he is honestly pretty great. I don't use him too well because, well, I just don't. But even though I don't use them that well, I can still use them in a helpful way to my team, which is really nice. You really don't need to be too good to use Bloodhound effectively. He provides very useful intel to your team with his scans. He can scan many people at once. His alt is very good. It turns into a full-on Octane and Seer combined. Could just see everyone and run super fast. His passive, is really nice, when you're trying to track down that one Octane who, got away and something like that. It's very nice. I mean, it is situational, but it is really nice. It's also good if you, just to let you know who's been where and stuff. Next up, we have Caustic. Now, Caustic, he's pretty weird. I personally haven't been enjoying Caustic that much recently. I honestly liked Caustic when he was buffed a lot. I found him super fun to play, and yeah, I hated how they nerfed Caustic to the ground. And now that they're bringing him back up, it's like, since he was nerfed, I kind of just left Caustic behind and haven't really picked him up. So, Caustic is gonna be, um, Caustic is like a B tier. He's pretty average. I mean, his gas could be a very nice cover like Bangalore Smoke. Um, the only difference is that generally it scares people off. It could be, his ult is great for pushes, not really pushes, but it's great for aerial denial and control, along with his tactical. His passive isn't the greatest. It's honestly not too good, but it is pretty nice because um yeah, it's just being able to see people while they're in your gas is good. It's just people don't usually go in your gas, so it's kind of not the best passive. So yeah, Caustic's like an overall pretty B tier average legend. Crypto. Crypto is super nice when you have a team that can communicate well and when you just know how to use Crypto. Honestly, I'm gonna have to put Crypto above Bloodhound just because I like Crypto more than Bloodhound. Crypto, his EMP is a counter to pretty much every single legend on this list. Um, Here, let me just name everyone he counters. He counters Caustic. He counters, let's see here. He counters, I think he might counter Horizon's ult. He counters Loba's ult. He counters Rampart. He counters Watson. And yeah, that's a lot of legends. He is the person who counters the most legends, I'm pretty sure, which is very nice. He's he's very great for taking out defensive legends, and teams that are teams that have the advantage can real quickly have the disadvantage when you have a really good crypto on your team. And crypto's kind of like at the back. He kind of lets his teammates fight it out, and then it cleans up once the fight's almost over or in the middle of the fight. But overall, his tactical's nice. It can scan a lot of people, and if you put it like in a wide view of a building, you can almost scan everyone in a building. Not really everyone, like if the walls are all closed off, but anyone outside the building, and just like monitor their movement. And then yeah, being able to see how many squads are nearby is really nice. So yeah, it's a pretty high A tier legend. I love crypto. Old Fusey mate. Old Fusey boy. He is going to be low A tier. Pretty low A tier. Borderline B tier. Actually, it's gonna be B tier. Fuse he's very fun to play. He might even be funner than Octane for some people. He is for me. He's great if you like grenades. Fuse has great area control and denial with his knuckle clustering grenades. His ult is very great to keep people at bay, and it can be used indoors, and the fact that it scans everyone inside is really nice now. His tactical lasts like a really long time and just gives you like so much control over area. His passive being able to hold more grenades is honestly, I love that, because I personally, whenever I'm not playing Fuse, I never hold grenades because for me they take up too much room. I need heals and stuff and ammo. I feel like that's more important, but with Fuse, I pick up tons of grenades and just when I'm in a fight, I throw them all out at people and end up just destroying them. It is insane. Yeah. That's really all I have to say. He's also really great with the Rampage because of the Thermite stack. Yeah. Gibby. Gibby is gonna have to be an S tier. Gibby, he's just great. He's like the anchor. Like, if you're shooting an enemy team from long range or to mid range, and you knock a Gibby's teammate, you're not going to be able to kill them because the Gibby's just going to dome shield and revive them real quick. You might be able to push in and maybe knock that person again, but then you got to deal with the Gibby who may have a red Evo, may have like 175 health while you have your blue Evo only like 100 and yeah, 100 and like 50 health. Actually that's a white Evo. You'd have 175 health. Gibby would have 225 health. My bad. So yeah, Gibby has the advantage in 1v1 situations. His arm shield, honestly, it gets me a bunch when I'm going against Gibbies. It can make you want to fight because it takes up their whole body, which is what you're probably going to be shooting at hitting most, because we know no one can hit headshots except for predators and people like that. So you're mostly going to be hitting his body, which will end up be hitting his gun shield, which is nice. His ult can be very effective if you're third partying. I found out that if people are fighting in an open area or even with some buildings and they're just fighting it out in the open, you use your ult, then you will be able to either hurt them or control how their movement in a way because they'll have to stay indoors, which is very nice for pushes and to just gain control in the upper hand. So yeah, overall, Gibby is a great legend. He is, yeah, very great. Horizon is next. Now, Horizon, she's like Caustic for me. I haven't really touched her too much since season 7, and I think she's gonna be A tier. Not past Bloodhound, but pretty high, pretty mid A tier. She her gravity lift is really nice if you need to get height in like buildings and stuff, especially in Fragment World's Edge and buildings like that, and Olympus, all the high up places. Her tactical can be great. Her ult, the black hole, is very amazing for area control to just control where the enemy is in situations. And paired with a caustic or a fuse ult, it can be absolutely insane. Her passive, it doesn't do too much. It could do some things. It just really feels really nice to be able to have that. So yeah, all around, Horizon's a pretty good legend. Lifeline. Now, Lifeline is A tier. Bottom of A tier, I feel like. She's not too high up on A tier, not completely borderline, but like she's pretty low on A tier. What carries her the most is her revive ability. Being able to revive and fight and revive 2 people at once is pretty insane. It can keep you fighting forever, pretty much, if you do it right. And yeah, her tactical, her health drone can be good, especially when you are fighting in the ring and you just get out and don't want to use up too many heals. That's when I see it mostly used. Can be used in the middle of fights, but it doesn't be used that much because it does take a while to like fully heal you. Her ult is pretty good. I really like it in duos, not trios, because duos there's less people on your team. So that means it takes less care packages to get your team like geared up. Um, if you have a blue Evo, if you don't have a blue Evo, make sure to get that before you use her care package. Or else you won't be getting that purple Evo, which is what you're going to be wanting from her care package. It's pretty much a guaranteed purple Evo if you have a blue Evo, so that's what I like about it. Um, I like she's really great for duos when I play with my dad in Kings Canyon. She's just nice to have. Loba is next. Loba is going to be A tier above Lifeline and above, right next to Horizon. I think barely above Horizon. Well, yeah, barely above Horizon. For me, Loba's ult is amazing. I love being able to just have unlimited ammo and be able to have whatever gun you want and just be able to have anything you want, pretty much. That is my favorite thing, to be able to just it allows you to just stay in fights longer and just be able to outlast opponents because they'll run out of heals or ammo or just have worse loot than you, and you will just constantly have heals and ammo and better loot, which is very, very great, especially since it's for your whole team. It's, like a better lifeline care package, like a much better one. Um, her tactical can be very good. Um, like honestly, people say that it's not that good for running away, but I personally can use it pretty good for running away. Like it's like Wraith's tactical. You just got to use it before the team actually gets next to you, and then you can get away a fair amount. It's also can be used great for pushes if the team's distracted and you want to like Loba bracelet on them or next to them. And then just for moving and movement, her bracelet's really good. Being able to see purple and legendary loot can give you the upper hand in the beginning game when if you're landing with a bunch of people. But that's pretty much it with it. Yeah, that's Loba. She's pretty good. I like Loba. Mirage. Mirage, Mirage, Mirage. Mirage is C tier. Mirage, I love Mirage. Mirage is awesome. He's cool. I wish that. I feel like the problem with Mirage is that everybody knows Mirage's tricks. He needs something new. He just needs to, like, he needs to, he needs something that people won't be used to. Like, his decoy, unless you're in, like, a fight and you're, like, on edge, you're not gonna shoot it. You'll notice that it's running in a straight line and yeah, and that, yeah, you just probably won't shoot it. And even if you do, sure, it will give away your position, but I feel like, honestly, unless you're a good Mirage player, it won't help you out too much. I mean, it can, but not when you're trying to push on someone, because generally you already know where they are, and there's legends like Seer, Bloodhound Crypto, who could tell you where people are a lot better. His ult, people have just gotten way too used to it. They see the blue outlining on you and just track you and ignore all your decoys and just laser you. So yeah, his ult can be very useless and yet very useful. Sometimes it's just really depends on who you're going against and how well they know and are experienced. His reviving and isn't the best because you make a lot of noise and can be seen like it will show sometimes, and unless you have the backpack like the teammate you just revived, the other team's gonna be standing right next to you and be just waiting for you to appear somewhere, and then they're just gonna laser you and your 1 HP teammate, and it's gonna be useless. So yeah, Mirage isn't that good. I mean, I wish that like the devs they like every season just changed Mirage's ult or something and gave him something different. Like I would love to have Mirage's old ult where he just turned invisible and could run away, or like mix it up where his decoys follow his movements but he goes invisible. That would be really nice. I feel like it'd just be really nice. So yeah, that's Mirage. He's old Octane. Fun to play, but not that good. Speaking of Octane, next we have Octane. Octane's S tier. I can't play him S tier, but everybody else can. I will not be playing Octane unless, I don't know, I am. I will be playing someone like Pathfinder instead, because Pathfinder is my main, my favorite, my man, my robot. Yeah, Octane can run very fast all the time. His passive pretty much makes it so that there's no downside to using his tactical. Unless you use it over and over and over, then you may have to just slow down a bit and think about your life. His ult is one of the is probably the greatest positioning tool for the team um and for pushing and maybe not running away, but yeah, probably running away. Yeah, his jump pad is just amazing because you could go everywhere and anywhere like immediately. So yeah, that's Octane. It's speed, movement. Yeah, just run around and do good with him. Something I can't do. So anyways, now we have Pathfinder. This is the saddest part of the tier list for me because I love Pathfinder. He is my favorite. He is my main, and he will always be my favorite and my main. But I have to face the sad truth that he is not S tier, though I want him to be. I want him to be the top dog. I want him to be up here. He is going to be A tier. He is honestly, I think he's better. He's high on A tier. I feel like his grapple is just crazy. Like, if you know how to use his grapple, no one can match your movement. Even an Octane, they can't match your movement because with a grapple, you could go anywhere. It's like an Octane jump pad, like a mini version. It is just crazy. His zipline needs to be changed. Like, it's too easy to hit you when you're on it. Like, because you just go in a straight line. You can't move. Like, if you're using it, you're gonna get lasered, beamed, death. Yeah. I wish they would add it so like game ziplines work, where you kind of like swing on it. I don't know why they don't have that, or just add back where you can like infinitely jump on it. Now you can only do it like 3 times and you'll just fall off. But yeah, he doesn't have a passive. He just doesn't. It's stupid. Back when he had a passive, I loved him even more. Like, but now every recon legend has his passive. We got Crypto, Bloodhound, Seer, Valk. They all have his passive. So it's pretty stupid. Passive that I would love to see Pathfinder having is a built-in like 4x8 into his eye, where you can just like zoom in and just be able to scout around because he is a forward scout. So yeah, that'd be a great passive. So yeah, that's Pathfinder. I love you. Rampart is next, and Rampart is very. Rampart is like. Rampart is the gaming merchant, and that's it. If you're not the gaming merchant, you're probably gonna think that she's like down here, completely useless. But if you do know how to use her effectively, she could be very great, like A tier. For me, she is. I'm gonna say B tier, above Fuse by just a little bit. Her walls, in my opinion, are the best defensive ability right now because they could block doors and pretty much you could shoot through them and do more damage, and the other team can't shoot through them, which is really nice. Her walls are just really great. You could set them up real quick and just be able to have a whole like defensive base, and your teammates will be dealing a bunch of damage. Her ult can be very, very great and effective, but it is very situational. You most likely won't be doing that good with her ult. Her ult is just very situational. Her LMG passive is pretty awesome. Now that they added the rampage, it just makes her passive like amazing. Cause you got the L star, which is not for me, but for most people, like one of the best guns in the game. The rampage is just crazy at mid range, can just eat through your shields, and not your shields, just through you. Especially with the thermite. Spitfire's in the carrot package, so if you get that, you're going to be just shredding through teams. And the Devotion, of course, is a nice extra. If you have it and you have a turbocharger, you are going to just pretty much get an instant like top 5 placement unless you go jump off the map. So yeah, that's pretty much Rampart. She's pretty cool. Don't play her unless you're the gaming merchant. Revenant is next. Most hated legend in the game, besides Seer now. Yeah. Revenant is A tier. He is above Lobo but below Bloodhound. He is so irritating. His tactical gets rid of everyone's abilities. Yeah. He's like the best. He can be the best counter with crypto. He's like the best counter person. Like, because that's like one of the main things Apex is about. Apex is movement, gun skill, and abilities, mostly. Those are the 3 main things. You get rid of one of those, and you are at a big disadvantage. His ult is a free push for your team, paired with an Octane jump pad, and something like a crypto EMP. It is absolutely just stupidly insane to be able to just do that. And then one of my probably my favorite thing about him is his passive. It is fun and not annoying for everyone else who isn't Revenant. You can crouch, you can move quicker when crouching, which can throw off the enemy sometimes. Personally, for me, it never works because I don't crouch usually. I don't ever use it. But his climbing now is very fun to use because you could just climb up pretty tall buildings now. And yeah, like in Kings Canyon and stuff, that he's pretty fun to play. So yeah, if you wanna go ahead and play him, but I'll hate you. Seer is next. He is S tier. He can see everything. I'm done with him. Valk is, let's see here. I don't really like Valk too much. I don't like her personality, lore-wise, and I don't really like her abilities. She's like, let's see here. Right there. She's going right there. Her tactical, or her, let's just go with her, yeah, tactical. Her tactical, I hit like 50% of the time. When you do, you have to be, for me, you have to be flying to hit it. There's no way you're going to hit it when you're on the ground. But when you do hit it, it is pretty nice because it stuns the enemy team. It's really the main thing about it. Her ult can be nice for repositioning. And just being able to see, yeah, it's just great for repositioning. It can be good for pushes, and I'd say it's great for running away. Her passive is pretty nice. It is nice that it's tied in with her ult because, yeah, I like that you can see people when you're flying. It makes it really nice to push. It makes it really nice to know where to land and just all that. And her flying is all right. I mean, it's fun to use just when you're not fighting, but when you're in a fight, you're a sitting duck if you use it. So don't use it in a fight. Watson. I love Watson. She is like Mirage. She is gonna be honestly above Caustic. I don't think Caustic's better than her. She's gonna be right there. I can do very good with Watson, I feel like. if you want to play Watson and have fun with her and do good with her, you have to be able to know how to how to use her offensively. And to use her offensively, what you do is you let your teammates push into, generally this is great in a building, but you let your teammates shoot at the other team while you pretty much make a perimeter of your fences, and you put your ult down in the middle or behind something, and you make a perimeter of fences around your team as pretty much a safe spot to heal up, and just pretty much a safe spot where the other team cannot get to unless you leave it alone and they shoot it all down, which probably won't happen as long as you have at least one person there to like warn them off. Her fences can be really good if you use them, like I said. Her ult is really nice. It's the counter diffuse and some other legends. It's really nice because it negates all incoming projectiles, which it makes it a lot calmer and just not as chaotic. And yeah, her passive shield regen is slow. It's not fast enough. It should be like Octane's health regen. I feel like that would be perfect. I don't think it would be too OP because honestly, I think it would be just like his passive. I think it'd be fine. Yeah, I think that's it. Last but not least, we got Wraith. Wraith is gonna be A tier, I think. Right there. Wraith, her tactical can be very nice as long as you use it before the enemy team gets to you and can shoot at you. You have to use it before that happens. If the enemy team can see you and shoot at you and you're low, you are probably dead. You are holding your finger in front of your face, staring at it as hard as you can, and getting shot in the back of the head and probably gonna die. So yeah, just use it behind cover or use it where the enemies cannot see you and then phase away, run away. Her ult is amazing for pushes. Like it's just crazy for pushes, like from building to building. I can use it and for some reason it can just destroy teams because you can't get hurt while you're going through it, and it is so quick to go through it. As the only problem is that Wraith has to run the path like to make it. Which honestly, it's not that bad. I mean, I know it's short, but it's still pretty good. Her passive, the voices, is pretty horrible. I mean, it usually doesn't. It works less times than it does. It's like it 66% of the time it doesn't help. 33% of the time it does help. It really only helps when you don't know that someone's watching you from some high up place with a longbow Kraber and is about to headshot you, and then she tells you that you're being watched and you quickly move and get out of there. That's the only time, usually the only time that it's useful. Any other time you usually get hit by something or notice something before it even comes up. So yeah, that's it pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much I think the best squad is probably a team of either a Octane or a Pathfinder for positioning and stuff like that and movement. So one of them two, and then I feel like a nice defensive legend is nice. So either a Rampart or a Watson, and then oh no, a Gibby or a Gibby, Pathfinder, Octane, Gibby, and then a Crypto or a Seer. That's the team. These 5 are the team. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye, my peeps.